What's up, Beans? At Lucard here. Today I have another movie haul for you. Today I have stuff from Big Lots, Second and Charles, Dollar Tree, a local shop, and Vinegar Syndrome. So let's get to it. First up, let's go for Dollar Tree. We got Le Cardinal from 1936. It's released by Olive Films, who puts out some pretty good stuff. So, I guess they picked this up, and it was, yeah. So, this should be pretty interesting. I'm actually looking forward to this. It's something a little different. It's black and white. I like the older movies. If you've watched my channel, you kind of already know that. So, yeah. So we'll check this one out. The Cardinal. All right. Next up from Dollar Tree, we've got Dragon Age: Dawn of the Seeker, and it's kind of like a shiny cover there, and it is a slip cover. It's the same thing. But I do know it's based off of the video game, which I played many, many moons ago. I do remember kind of liking it, I believe. So yeah, so I couldn't pass it up. And animated, it's probably CG animation. That's what it looks like. So yeah, we'll check it out. We'll see how it is. All right, next up, the only Blu-ray that I got from the Dollar Tree this round was the Damascus cover. So I really like Jonathan Rhys Meyers, so that's probably why I got this. Yeah, I know nothing about it. Some kind of a spy, action-y type thing. So yeah, couldn't pass it up for a buck. And the main draw, I guess, from the Dollar Tree I got was Invincible Dragon with Anderson Silva from MMA fame. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of an actor he is, but I used to like watching his fights. So yeah, so it's probably got some cool kung fu stuff in it. I'm pretty sure, and I believe it's from, yeah, it is from Wellgo Entertainment. So these guys have been putting out some pretty good stuff lately too. So I'm looking forward to this. All right, the next batch I got is from a local shop. First movie I want to show y'all is the Cheetah's favorite movie, Pyewacket. Yeah, ask Patrick how much he likes Pyewacket. I actually kind of liked it. It's slow and weird and not much happens, but I don't know. It was okay. I was entertained by it. Next up, I have a Wild Eye movie that I've got called Fury of the Demon. Yeah, this is it's a faux documentary about an old lost Georges Méliès movie, and yeah, so it's a little different for Wild Eye. But yeah, so I am definitely looking forward to watching this guy because it seems like totally different than the normal craziness that they do. All right, and I did get a couple of foreign movies. First up, we have from Argentina, we have Penumbra from IFC Midnight. I did see this a while back, and I do remember liking it. I know there's like a solar eclipse happening, and then I got this movie is awesome. I've seen it, and it's called Extraterrestrial. It's by Nacho Vigalondo, and features Carlos Areces from The Last Circus, who I'm a big fan of as well. And he's absolutely fantastic in this movie. It's sort of a comedy, sci-fi invasion, horror type of thing, type of deal. It's a mix of all kind of stuff. But highly recommend this one if you see it out in the wild. Extraterrestrial, super good stuff. All right, and this next one I got because I like both of the actresses that are in this. I got Thoroughbreds with Olivia Cook and Anya Taylor-Joy. I'm a big fan of both of these ladies. And this is sort of a weird movie where they kill this guy, and it's real weird. And but yeah, recommend it. I've been wanting this one for a while. I haven't found it cheap until now, so there we go. All right, and the last foreign one that I got from the shop is one called Big Brother with Donnie Yen. It's a comedy kung fu movie where he goes into like a high school, and I think he like becomes like the big brother to one of the students or something. I don't know. It seems wild, but I love Donnie Yen, so I had to get this. All right, next up, I've heard a lot of good things about this one, but I haven't watched it yet. So I got Come to Daddy with Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood's been putting out some really great movies lately, so I was pretty stoked to see this. And so yeah, I couldn't pass it up. And I did end up getting 2 Criterion movies as well. I guess I could have added this to the foreign stuff because of course it's foreign, but they're both French. So first up we have Les Cousins from Claude Chabrol, and also got Au revoir les enfants from Louis Malle. Yeah, I'm a big fan of both directors, so I couldn't pass these up. They were like super cheap, especially for Criterion. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching both of these guys. And finally, from the local shop, I got a movie that I think some people are gonna laugh, but I love it. It's cheesy, it's stupid, but they're fun. I got Sharknado. Yeah, so I finally have a copy of Sharknado. Pretty happy about this. This is the first one, of course. The sci-fi original classic. Oh, and by the way, I also got Sharknado 2, the second one, which this is probably my favorite one out of the entire Sharknado series. And since we're talking about the series, I might as well tell you I got part 3. Oh, hell no. I got Sharknado The Fourth Awakens, Sharknado 5 Global Swarming, and the last Sharknado, It's About Time. That's right, I got the entire set of Sharknado, so I can watch them anytime I want. Let me know, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, let's hit the Big Lots stuff, shall we? Alright, so my wife and I collect these, and I saw this at Big Lots and we didn't have this one. So it's season 19 of South Park. This is the infamous Soda Sopa season, which was freaking hilarious. Yeah, so my wife and I love the South Park show and the movies and all of it. So didn't have it and got it real cheap. I want to say it was like $5 or something. So I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good deal for South Park. All right, and I got 2 more TV shows from Big Lots. First up, we have iZombie season 1. This is a really great show. If you haven't seen it, this is Liv Moore. She works at the morgue, and she becomes a zombie. But it's like a functioning zombie. So she is sort of like normal during the day, but when she gets hungry, she kind of zombies out and has to eat brains and stuff. And since she works at the morgue, free food, it's pretty funny. And since I was there, they also had season 2. So I got season 1 and 2 of iZombie. I think it only lasted 4 seasons. But yeah, really good show. It's one of those CW shows, but this one was really good, and she's fantastic in it, by the way. All right, next up, I'll show you my Second and Charles haul. I got 3. First up, I got an out-of-print DVD of Angel Heart. I was pretty stoked to see this because I never see this anywhere out in the wild, like ever. Really good movie. And it was made not far from where I live. So I've been wanting to get this one for a while, and I want to say this was $2 or $3. Yeah, so really couldn't pass that up. Alright, and I also found a Troma movie called Blondes Have More Guns. Yeah, so if I'm out in the wild and I see a cheap Troma movie, I don't have it, I will probably get it. Again, this was $2 or $3, I don't remember. But yeah, I love Troma, and all their stuff is like insane, so I had to get this one. And finally, from Second and Charles, this is a movie that I had just recently heard about. The day that I bought this is when I heard about this movie. I was looking at Cat 3 movies, and this one popped up, and I somehow saw it, Second and Charles, on Blu-ray, no less. And it is called Body Weapon. So yeah, and it is a slip, and it does have the English subtitles, so I went ahead and bought it. This is supposed to be some kind of crazy action movie from I think it's China, and it was rated Cat 3. So if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, I was super surprised to see this, and I was like, well, heck, I have to get it, right? I mean, it's a sign. I literally just read about it 15 minutes before I went there. So yeah, there you go. Alright, and finally, let's do the Vinegar Syndrome haul, which is probably everything you guys have been waiting for. Alright, so they did do the 10 for 10 sale. I only ended up getting one movie, where they put 10 different movies up a day for $10 each. So I ended up getting Zombie Island Massacre. I've heard this is terrible, but I mean, I couldn't pass this up. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's called Zombie Island Massacre, and look at that cover. I mean, how can you pass that up? Especially for that cheap. Instead of paying $30, I paid 10. So there you go. Probably $9 too much, right? All right, now the two big ones, I guess you could say, both are in 4K. So first up, I got From Beyond, H.P. Lovecraft's From Beyond, directed by Stuart Gordon, and stars Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, and Ken Foree. There's the other cover right there. And it is 3-disc. And I will say this is probably my favorite Stuart Gordon movie. I even like this better than Reanimator. I know, don't at me. I know. But I mean, it just, I don't know, it just works. And I love Jeffrey Combs. Barbara Crampton's always great. Ken Foree is always amazing. So yeah, to me this is like the perfect Stuart Gordon movie. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to have this in 4K. Alright, and the big one everyone's been waiting for. Yep, I got Sidekicks on 4K. Yeah, this thing is a beast, man. Look how thick this thing is. It's gorgeous too. It's like a book, folds up like a book, unfolds like a book, I should say. Yeah, so here's the disc. And you also get a booklet. Take it out. You also get a booklet filled with all kind of cool stuff from the movie, and it's all pictures and all this stuff from the movie. It's really cool, and I love the case too. I love the casing. Yeah, it's just super cool. And here's the disc. Comes with a slipcover, of course. I always flip to the other cover. Yeah. That's the back. Yeah. Super cool stuff. Really awesome movie. This movie, I was about 13 or so when this movie came out, and I remember going to the theater to see it with my buddy Keith, and we're kung fu buddies ever since. So there we go. Good old Sidekicks. So yeah, you got Chuck Norris, Jonathan Brandis, and Joe Piscopo. What can you not love about this movie? And it kind of goes through Chuck Norris's entire film catalog previous to this movie, and they kind of reenact scenes, like there's a reenactment of like missing in action and all kind of stuff. Really awesome. Super, super happy. Thank you, Vinegar Syndrome. So there's my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Tell me, which one do you like best out of all of these movies? Or which one would you want to watch? Well, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, remember to stay spooky. Peace.